Hey everybody, this is Frankie Day for Frankie Day Models. Okay, I have for you video number 3 or number 4, which one of them they are, on the PB2Y3 CORORNADO Flyingboat. And so far I got our clothes on. All that's left to do on us and touch up painting here and there, put transparencies and add the air screws, the propellers, and the rear beaching gear, and it's all done. And I got another one for you too, like I show you. It's sitting right next to it. This is a vacuum form kit I built probably about 40 years ago. And she's a little dirty, but she's be cleaned up. Then need to do a little restorative work on her. And I got her out of storage. So I got one more trip to go to Ohio to get the remainder of my things. But that'll be it. I'm out of that state forever. I'll never show my face there again. And I'm here permanently in my home here. And so we're building another building right next to here, which will hold my things. I got a building out there back. I got a lot of room to put these things. That means I got some big stuff coming. I can really get down to town and start building some big stuff. I'm finally out of that shithole trailer I was living in. Okay, you can't see much of the Coronado from this camera angle, so I'm going to go ahead and switch cameras over. And we're going to take a look at the mighty Coronado, get back, and I got a treat for you. Okay, here we go, guys. I got it painted in immediate blue with the white undersides. Took about 2 days to paint this thing. And I got our beaching gear on. The beaching gear fits here, and it comes down and hooks up there. That's the rear beaching gears on here. I got to put propellers on there and finish up painting the cockpit. It's a beautiful airplane. The Whale was a very good flying boat. The Coronado came out probably as late as 1937. She was built by a consolidated aircraft company out of San Diego, and she was the forerunner and the successor to that PB2Y Catalina. But the Catalina was used throughout the war because it was like the Coronado. It was a very beautiful flying boat for demo missions and anti-submarine patrol duties and for reconnaissance. And these were equally well too. The Coronado had a wingspan of 115 feet, a lot more bigger than the PB2Y. And she had that deep double flight hull she had. Equipped with a galley, a loo, which is a toilet, and a complement of sleeping quarters and everything. She's painted intermediate blue with black de-icers on there. A lot of them are optional. It depends on the weather or where you if you're using the States or somewhere like that, you put de-icers on. The South Pacific de-icer boots were not needed. So you get some Coronado like this, they're optional. Either it'll be black. I decided to go ahead and paint them black. Yeah, adjust this camera angle so I can turn it around a little bit. A beautiful looking flying boat she is. She's a PB2Y3. The kit gives you only one option only. Is this right here. You don't have the executive form kit, which gives you 3 options: PB2Y2, 3, and 4 and 5. So this is actually the earlier model when they got rid of the hideous gondola was up here. They went ahead, which is not installed in the model. They had a Vindix dorsal turret back there, and some were had the nose gunner compartment, or also the bowman was faired over. No longer do you need that no more. But this one comes with a turret, a Vindix turret fits there inside. Now, here's another one here. This is a vacuum form kit, a vacuum form. This here is the PB2Y3 PB2Y3. She's a little dirty a little bit because she's been hanging out for a long time. Painted non-specular sea blue, intermediate blue, and white undersides. It had the HSW radar dome too. It had on there. This is a vacuum kit. It's a vacuum form kit. This thing is pretty filthy. It's dirty. I've seen better days. I need to get some soap and water and give this thing a good cleaning. See how much dirt's on that thing? Now, simulate the propellers using a plastic disc. Take a compass with an X-Acto blade knife on it. Make a complete radii. You make a little disc. And make yourself suspenders on there and glue them on there. It gives the illusion that it's flying. This once was a desk model that I made. You can tell by the hole there. It stood up in a flying pose. So I need to get back and get this thing repainted. Not repainted, but actually just get cleaned up. Needs a real good cleaning. This is a vacuum form kit. Add a lot of details this thing. Got the Bombay doors that I made. On this side of the wing here, you can see where the doors are at. They open up almost like the Halifax. They had internal storage the Coronados carried. Need to be cleaned up, like I said, and then hanged up. It's painted intermediate blue. I toned it down using a little blue gray on there. There's only one such example of this flying boat today. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville, Florida. There's a museum out there. There's only one Coronado. That's the only Coronado that's left in the whole world today. Is that one there? And that was kind of a special airplane. That airplane belonged to two famous people. It was Admiral Nimitz' private flying boat. He was used to survey Pearl Harbor on his way to relieve Admiral Husband Kimmel, who was charged with derelict duty at Pearl Harbor. And Chester Nimitz was supposed to be his successor. And he flew out in the Coronado. This here's a patrol bomber. The transport version had the nose faired over. It only had two armament features to fit itself. You had the tail turret and also the dorsal turret. The Coronado, that's used, it had this display in Florida in the museum. It used to be Howard Hughes's flying boat. I've been aboard that thing plenty of times before it got in the hands of the museum curators. It was painted all red oxide and cocooned in red oxide paint and just stayed out the ground. You can see it up the freeway. This is a big flying boat, guys. It's big. And it has its glamour to it. Looks like a big old fat Moby Dick. That's why she was dubbed the whale. The weathering on this thing is very, very subtle. It's at the stage of, as you can see, that it's being faded from the sun. I was going to go ahead and paint this thing red oxide and add a little bit of blends of different corrosive. And Howard Hughes' Coronado before it was in the hands of the curators of the museum. This is not a difficult kit to build. There's lots and lots of trimming to do on this thing, paint work. Now in the paint work, lots of flash. This thing was a flash pig. So you got to be very careful when you're building this thing. Like I say, I don't want, this ain't a good airplane to build for the novice. Because of all that preparing work you got to do. And the work that they did, that I had to do, was a lot of trimming. And all that trimming I did, get rid of all that excess flash. This thing is one flash hog. Gives you something to do. This here doesn't let a vacuum form yet. It is dirty. Very dirty. Coronados were used as anti-submarine patrol bombers. Mostly in the Atlantic they used them. In the South Pacific they used them as transports. But they were kept away from the war zone because they didn't have enough armament to defend themselves. They're mostly used as transports, medevacs, and that's about it. And also they're used as patrol bombers. And these patrol bombers, they use those for anti-submarine duty. A lot of them are used at Coco Solo. They're painted all gold white with dark gold on top, gold gray on top. And typical colors of flight boats at the era of time. I got another one of these by Mach 72, and I got another one of them, which I think I showed you in video number 3 or 2. Vacuum form kit by Zekiform. If I ever build that, it could be the Howard Hughes one. I'm going to go ahead and paint it all red oxide and add a little corrosive paint to it a little bit. Make it look corrosive. Okay, I'm going to go over here and switch cameras and finish up the video. Here I is. It looks better in the daytime because it's dark out here. A very pretty airplane. I love the Coronado. It's not a very pretty plane, but it has its glamour. These weren't designed for a novice either. They're pretty hard. I ain't sure if they give you beaching gear in this kit or not on the vacuum form one. Maybe so, maybe not. I don't know. I'll find out when I get the other one going. But anyway, guys, got a little tired. I've been working all day out there in the behind the house with the bobcat and digging all day long, leveling out the ground and moving the chickens out of the way. Because we're going to build another building adjacent to this one. That's going to be a big shot for me. I got a lot of models here, as you can see. Let me give you a little tour right here. I got models. I got a hell of a stash there. I got them all over the place. There, under the bed, there's my tanks. I got more of the tanks over there behind me. And I got a few of my airplanes I got the B2Y3 in the back. I'm going to clean that up and get that hung up next to that R6B. And, yeah. Got the Titanic back there. I'm going to get back on her. So right now, guys, I'm here permanently now. I got no place but home. This is home for me. And my beloved family's with me now. And I'm a happy man. There we go. We'll have a better camera space there and everything. I'll get these models out and get them stored out that building behind me. And I'll have free bench space to build these big, huge jobs. Okay. I got a live action video coming on after this. And I'll have that coming for you. So stay posted. That's going to be on the Ark Royal by Merit Models. The HMS Ark Royal. And matter of fact, you can see it laying up my bed back there. Old Frankie Day always makes up his bed every day, like I do in the Navy. Heave out, tricep, and make up your rack. And before I leave this building, go anywhere, I always make up my bed. And something I learned from home, not the Navy. Okay, so stay posted for live action on the HMS Ark Royal. And that's it for me and the PB2Y3 CORORNADO Flyingboats. So you have here. If you got one in your stash, don't be bashful. Build it. You won't find difficulty on it. But if you got the Mach kit, you use a lot of file boards and a lot of these. And so you got to prepare the model for you to put together. It's a flash queen, no doubt about it. Okay, I'm out of here. Make Mama happy. Take care of the little ones. Stay focused when you drive, aware of your surroundings. It's getting nice and warm. And it's going to be pretty soon be barbecue time. I had a very wonderful dinner. My beautiful daughter made me a big old baked potato about the size of a huge. And pulled barbecue pork, macaroni and cheese. I guess I would eat and get some weight back on me again. And that's the best I've ate in years. And best of all, sleep in that bed right there, guys. Imagine, if you will, sleeping on a floor for 6 years, 5 years. Being as old as I am. My news for you fellas, I'm tough as nails. I gotta be tough. And all the toughness I get and everything is from this man right here. I love Jesus. Jesus was very good to me. He knew I was hurting. He knew I was in bad shape. He showed me the way. Here I am. Like my best friend across the pond. I love this man very much. Mr. Stu Avery of Stu's Models. He said, when you hit rock bottom, all that's left is look up. You'd be surprised what prayer does, guys. And believing in Jesus, your prayers will be answered just like that. God won't talk to you, he'll listen. He works his miracles through people. That's the only way he can get to you. Then when you're dead for this world, you become a spirit, then you talk to him in the flesh. Okay, nothing inspiration right there. But anyway, guys, say your prayers to be good. Take care of the woman, your mama's on. Take care of the babies. and take care of yourself. Get kick crazy and build some models. And join me for live action on the HMS Ark Royal. It's right around the corner. This is Frankie Day for Frankie Day Model signing off. God bless you all. And we'll catch you guys on live action.